Good morning and welcome to Two on the Go Travel, and happy Thanksgiving. We are actually headed over to the Disney resorts today. We are going to eat at one of the resorts. They have a Thanksgiving lunch at almost every hotel restaurant on Thanksgiving, so we're going to try that out and hopefully see some of the gingerbread houses. There again, I think Boardwalk, Yacht and Beach Club, and then of course the big one, Grand Floridian, is their 25th anniversary for that gingerbread house, so we're going to check that one out. And we have some friends with us, so we're just going to have a good time and be thankful for everything we have. So thank you for joining us. Are you ready?
I am.
Hope you're ready. Let's ride. So as you know, our trick is to park at Hollywood Studios. So we are parked, and we thought at first maybe it wasn't crowded in the park because we were on the second row of parking, but then we realized they have opened the other side of the parking lot that is not normally open. So this is all going to be preferred parking. We do not pay the extra for that. As you know from watching Shane, he's not going to pay extra for anything he doesn't have to. But we are at Hollywood Studios, and we are going to head over to the Skyliner and take it over to the resort areas and kind of wander around. It's a little bit early for lunch, so we may take a look at some of the gingerbread houses before we grab something to eat. But we'll take you along and show you what we can find. So it is a beautiful day to take a ride on the Skyliner. As I said earlier, it is Thanksgiving. Today it's supposed to be about 83 here in Orlando, so can't beat that. Beautiful blue skies, and we're excited to see what the day brings. But the sunshine is absolutely amazing, and the warmth, gotta love it. I have a feeling a lot of these people who are visiting are going to be heading back home after this weekend to snow and cold, so I'm sure they are enjoying every last second of this. So we have made it to the transfer station, and it doesn't look like the line is too long for the Skyliner at Epcot, so I think we're going to go take it and go all the way over to the Boardwalk area resorts. I'm really surprised there aren't more people in line for Epcot because it is just about opening time for the park over there, so I figure there'll be a lot of people headed in, but maybe they're sleeping in for Thanksgiving or watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Who knows? So we have made it all the way to Epcot. The lines weren't too bad, so we were able to take the second Skyliner instead of having to walk over this way, so that was a good thing. So now we're going to head over towards the Boardwalk Resort, the Yacht and Beach Club resorts, and check out the gingerbread houses they have on display and just all of the regular Christmas decorations. I know the last time I was over here a couple weeks ago, they had not started too much decorating and the gingerbread houses weren't up, but from what I have seen and heard, they are out in all their gingerbread glory at the moment. So Beach Club is decorated for Christmas. All the posts have their garlands and poinsettias and baubles, as our UK friends would say. And then the poinsettias out here in the middle of the display. Everything is just so pretty, so festive. And Christmas music playing. I'm curious to see if the lobby smells like gingerbread. Most of the time when you go in these resorts and they've got the big gingerbread displays, it smells so good. It's just absolutely amazing. And the lobby absolutely smells like gingerbread. It is amazing in here. Oh, wow. And here is the Gingerbread Carousel. And this is based off of Disney's A Christmas Carol, so you can see Ebenezer Scrooge there. And his tombstone. That's a little bit creepy, but the art below it is really, really pretty. I really like that. Good old Scrooge McDuck collecting his dollars. And then the final Christmas scene. And as you can see, all the poinsettia displays and the Christmas tree over here on the left. They've got snacks you can buy over here, gingerbread snacks. Got a little bit of everything. So they have the spiced orange and cranberry bundt cake, gluten-free gingerbread cookie, gingerbread macarons, hot cocoa brownies, Stalin, Linzer cookie, gingerbread shingle, peppermint bark, and a gingerbread house, in addition to a Hanukkah sugar cookie and hot chocolate. A little bit warm for hot chocolate today, but all the rest of it sounds really, really good. I am sure I will buy something gingerbread flavored before we leave here today. They've got Christmas trees on both sides of the carousel. And they have hidden Mickeys on all the different displays. I don't think the ones on the shingles on top count. And then over here, they have a list of all the ingredients that were used to make the carousel. So 432 pounds of honey, 1,200 pounds of flour, 100 pounds of eggs, 25 pounds of spices, 10 pounds of simple syrup, 200 pounds of icing. Oh my goodness, too much, in other words. And this is the 24th anniversary of the gingerbread carousel. The detail is just so amazing on these. I think the artist must spend months getting these ready. And I've also heard that after the holidays, Disney dismantles all of the gingerbread and actually uses them for food for bees. So they'll put them out in their horticulture areas, and then the bees come to them, and that's their way of recycling. So now we're going to head into the Yacht Club. I honestly don't remember if they have gingerbread. They usually have the train set put up here. So I'm hoping that is up so we can show you the train set. It is such an intricate display in past years. But I don't think there's gingerbread. We'll check it out to make sure though. And I was correct. It is the train set rather than the gingerbread house. And we just happened to walk in on my favorite part of it, the Frozen Village. I actually have this same village at home. So we've got Elsa's Ice Castle, and Olaf, and Elsa, and Anna, and Kristoff and Sven. So we've got those at home. And then we've got these different Christmas villages with Santa Claus. And for some reason, Wandering Oaken is way over here rather than being with Anna and Elsa. Guess you have to go up to the North Mountain to find Wandering Oaken. Oh my goodness, they've even got a gondola for the ski hut. And we've got ice skating rinks. And the church up on the hill. Toy shop. And then the marina. And here comes the train. I like this display almost as much as the gingerbread. So we have made it into the Boardwalk Inn, and we're going to check out the gingerbread display here. You can see the Christmas tree all ready to go. And it looks like they'll have the pastry chef doing some pin signing here. And then this is the Boardwalk gingerbread display. So it's set up to look like the Boardwalk Deli. So you see Mickey and Minnie in there fixing some holiday goodies and treats. Even have tiny little gingerbread men in there. And then the flickering lights of the boardwalk. And like over at Yacht and Beach Club, they have the fun facts about the gingerbread house. It says it took 210 hours of decorating by our bakery elves. since it's not as big as the Carousel, doesn't smell quite as much, but it still is beautiful to look at. We did have one challenge though. We had wanted to get some gingerbread treats, but apparently they don't open until 2 o'clock this afternoon. So we will have to come back to get some gingerbread. I think next we're gonna head to get an early lunch so we can go back and get some treats later.
Well, we have made it over here to the Art of Animation Resort, and we are heading to the, I guess, food hall, I guess, for lack of a better term, but it's called Landscape of Flavor, I believe is what it's called, to get our Thanksgiving meal. So we have made it in here to Landscape of Flavor, and this is what we're going to get. Thanksgiving holiday meal, and we may even get the pumpkin cheesecake. All right, so here is the turkey dinner. As you can see, you get mashed potatoes, dressing, turkey, green beans, and cranberry sauce, and gravy on it. And then Melanie actually got the kids portion, which is very similar. I think you get a little less turkey and maybe smaller scoops, but other than that, it's really about the same. So it looks good, so now we'll see how it is.
So we just finished our Thanksgiving lunch. We didn't get a chance to tell you about it while we were eating. We didn't want to interrupt our time with our friends, so we enjoyed that. I think it was really good. Every year we really enjoy it. Their turkey is always so moist and so flavorful. What'd you think?
I really liked it. I cleaned my plate. It was all gone.
Yes, he did. He got a gold star.
I do wish they still had the rolls. Won't let that go.
No,
the first year we came, they had rolls. Last year they didn't, and this year they didn't.
I told him he just needs to bring his own roll and be a happy camper and not.
I do wish they had rolls, but other than that, and maybe a little more gravy.
Oh my goodness. You just can't be pleased, can you?
But other than that, it was very good.
It was very good. So after lunch at Art of Animation Resort, we have kind of walked it off so that maybe we can get a treat later on, and we have made our way over to the Riviera Resort. And it is amazing to see all the different people in the pools around here and just laying out in the sun, enjoying all the sunshine. It's probably 83, 85, something like that right now. But everybody's kind of out just enjoying the sunshine, enjoying lunch here at Bar Riva and Prima Piatta. So we're going to walk inside and see the decorations here at the Riviera. This is a Disney Vacation Club resort. It's one of the newer ones. And then the newest one's going to be the Polynesian Tower, which opens on December 17th. And then they just announced this week that they are going to resume work on the Lakeside Lodge. It used to be called Reflections, which is going to be over by Fort Wilderness, but it is also going to be a Disney Vacation Club resort. So those are obviously really popular right now. And this one is absolutely beautiful. It's set to resemble the French Riviera. So we have made it into the Riviera. This is their lobby. You can see it's got Christmas decorations behind the desk. And then here over the portico. Not quite as elaborate decorations as some resorts have, but still very pretty, and it just smells so wonderful in here. All Disney resorts have a signature smell, and this one is extremely nice. Their Christmas tree is all decked out in gold. Very, very pretty. They have all kinds of coffees, specialty coffees, iced coffees, hot tea. Almond? Yes, we have almond. And then all of these beautiful treats. So we have lemon, orange coffee, gingerbread eggnog, seasonal cheesecake, and tray chocolate. Nice. So after checking out the decorations at the Riviera Resort, I think we are going to take the Skyliner back to the car over at Hollywood Studios, and then we're going to drive over towards the Magic Kingdom resorts, because obviously you've got the big gingerbread house at Grand Floridian, and then the display at Contemporary Resort is something I'm really looking forward to, because it's set up like Cinderella Castle and the Dream Lights, which I dearly miss. I don't know if any of you remember when they would decorate Cinderella Castle with all the lights all over it, and like lights were just dripping from the turrets and everywhere over the castle. They haven't had that probably in the past 4 or 5 years now, but I miss it terribly. And the Contemporary Resort Gingerbread House is supposed to resemble that. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. We may even take the boat over to Fort Wilderness, so we'll see. But right now, we're going to get on the Skyliner and take a trip back to the car. So we have parked at the Transportation and Ticket Center, and we are going to head onto the resort monorail line and take the monorail over to Grand Floridian and start there with the big gingerbread house. We're hoping to find a little snack there, and we'll see what we can see as far as Christmas decorations, the gingerbread house, and everything that goes along with it. So we will see you there. Welcome to the Grand Floridian Resort. You can see the great big Christmas tree. And right now it doesn't look like there's too bad a line for their gingerbread house, so we're going to head down there quick before there does get to be a line. So we have made it downstairs to the gingerbread house, open 9:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. And as you can see, it is almost life-size. We've got the cast members inside with treats. I think we're going to make our way around there. Of course, everybody wants to get pictures and hopefully Christmas card pictures for some folks. I can see them lined up over there with the PhotoPass photographer. The system seems to be a little bit better than in previous years. They've got the line set up better. So we have placed our order. We are getting 2 gingerbread loaves. They had those last year at the Contemporary Resort and we fell in love with them. So we'll have one now to enjoy and then one for later. But as you can see, the gingerbread house was established in 1999, so this is the 25th anniversary. Much like Shane and I were established in 1999, and this is our 25th anniversary this year. So kind of neat. We're just waiting in line to pick up our treats now. You can even get a gingerbread house to take home and make with your family. I think they might even have some that are pre-prepared. They have the ornament that you can buy. I think it's actually a real cookie. I don't think you want to eat it because it's preserved, so you could put it on your tree. But everything looks so good. It's hard to decide what you want. Thank you. So they have little trees set up on the front porch here that are Pooh and Eeyore and Tigger and Piglet. And then you have Santa Claus up here on the porch. And it's just always so well done. And I think they started setting this up in October, if I remember correctly. Just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so we grabbed the gingerbread loaf at the gingerbread house. And we walked over to Gasparilla Island Grill to be able to sit down and eat. So we're going to check this out. It's so pretty, you almost hate to open it with the pretty red bow. But hopefully it is just as good as I remember the one being at the Contemporary Resort last year. And there you can see it is outside of the packaging. The crumble looks so good on top. I guess that's probably my favorite part. All right. So it's a little bit dense, which is good. That's always a good thing. I'm getting crumbs everywhere, but that's okay. Not the easiest thing to get out of the container. Just as good as I remember. Oh my gosh, that is gingerbread heaven. You gonna try some? A little bit crumbly, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Don't make a mess.
That is good. I think I might remember it being a little more moist last year, but it may be when you get more into it.
Yeah, I think so, because we're right here on the edge, like where it would be kind of crispy. Like when you get
good.
Brownies, it's kind of crispy on the edge.
But it is very good. So I'm sure we will eat through this one.
And we bought an extra one to take home, so that will be super good later on. But we're going to finish this one out, and we'll catch up with you later. Okay, so we just finished the gingerbread loaf, and it was so good. The top, like we said, was kind of crumbly, but when you got to the bottom, it was like the moist layer, and I think most of the gingerbread flavor was down there, so it was so good. Don't you think?
I agree. The top, when we first got into it, was a little dry, but after you got down into the bottom of it, that's where the moist and the real goodness of it was.
The goodness.
The goodness. It had a lot more of the gingerbread flavor down in the bottom, which is a little stronger, which sometimes I like, sometimes I don't. But in the bread here, it was really good.
I think after we finished after we have finished this treat now, I think we're going to go back and take a couple pictures of the gingerbread house and then possibly head over to the Contemporary Resort to see that gingerbread house over there. Welcome to the Contemporary Resort and the Contemporary Resort gingerbread display. This is modeled after the original Cinderella Castle dream lights from a few years ago, where they would deck the castle with all kinds of lights. I miss that decoration so much, but this is absolutely beautiful. Just amazing to see. Of course, I love the blue and the stars, so that's right up my alley too. Absolutely amazing. And like the other gingerbread houses, they have all kinds of treats you can buy. So they have a pistachio, cranberry, and cherry cake, a Santa peppermint hot chocolate tart, and a chocolate hazelnut log. Here's a better look at some of the other treats. So they have a gingerbread Mickey, a classic gingerbread cookie that is gluten-free, a house-made Christmas tree butter cookie, and a caramel apple cake with gingerbread streusel. That looks really good too. Then you have the gingerbread Mickey cookie and the Linzer cookie. I'm not sure if the cookie jars are for sale, but those are terribly cute. So after looking at the gingerbread house at the Contemporary, we're going to head over to Wilderness Lodge. And we're actually going to do something I have not done before. There is a boat that runs from Contemporary to Wilderness Lodge in Fort Wilderness, and we're going to take that over. So I'm curious to see how long that takes and what you can see, if you can see any of Magic Kingdom or not. I think one just left, so we may have to wait a minute. And over there is Bay Lake Tower, which is the DVC Resort. They are remodeling some of the rooms there. And then you can see the Contemporary here. So we're going to go out to the boat launch. So this is the boat launch, and they have fishing, excursion, and boat rentals out here. You can rent a pontoon and go out fishing, or just go hang out on the lake. It's catch and release here, so any type of fishing you do, you have to throw it back in. But it is absolutely amazingly beautiful out here. So peaceful and so quiet. Not what you would think of at Disney. And it's kind of interesting. I can hear the ferry whistle in the background and the train whistle in the background. But other than that, it is just absolutely peaceful and quiet. You see a pontoon boat coming in there. And the water is just so still. Pretty amazing. And then if you look over on this side, you can see some cranes, and that is where they are building the new Lakeside Resort at Fort Wilderness. I assume it's going to be at Fort Wilderness. I'm not sure how they're going to officially name it, but it will be a DVC resort. And you see the sun setting over the Contemporary. So we have arrived at Wilderness Lodge, and it's just about the perfect evening for it. It's kind of cooling off a little bit, the sun's setting, and it's just so pretty walking through this kind of forested area. It's amazing all the different places and things that we have seen just in one day. It just shows how much variety there is here at Disney for anyone and everyone to find something that they enjoy to do. So heading up into Wilderness Lodge, you've got the pool here on the side. Lots of people still enjoying that because it's warm. And then this waterfall coming up here, it's just absolutely amazing. Adds to the atmosphere, not just with the looks, but with the sound. We were just talking a minute ago about how much this lodge reminds us of the Grand Californian at Disneyland. If I'm not mistaken, it was designed by the same architect, and I believe that person also did Animal Kingdom Lodge and Aulani. Just absolutely amazing to see all the details and beauty that goes into these. You can start seeing a little bit of the Christmas decorations here. This is one of the more popular places for Christmas, simply because of all the hominess, I guess is a better way to put it, because they have a huge fireplace in here next to the tree. So we'll head in and see that. And here we are inside Wilderness Lodge, just as beautiful as I promised. Just amazing to see the tree and all the lights hung on the railing. And then the huge fireplace. And then they also have some gingerbread treats here. They also have peppermint bark and dark chocolate, a cookie box, a Windsor cookie, all kinds of goodness. You can see over here they've got the bridge decorated and the little fountain that runs outside. I think a lot of people use their pictures from this tree as their Christmas cards. There's so many places in Disney to have your picture taken to use as Christmas cards. And then you've got the deer up there on top of the entry. And just lots of more garlands. I'm curious how tall that tree is. I don't know off the top of my head. Maybe 30 feet? So we are getting ready to head out of Wilderness Lodge and catch the boat back over either to Magic Kingdom or Contemporary, depending on which one gets here first. And then we're going to head over to Polynesian to complete our resort tour for the day. It's starting to get a little bit dark, so all the Christmas lights are coming on outside too. And Polynesian will be our last stop for the evening, and I think we're going to grab dinner while we're there. So we made it back over to the Polynesian. We took the boat from the Wilderness Lodge over to Contemporary, actually. We thought we were going to Magic Kingdom, but we wound up at Contemporary, and that worked out just as well because we hopped the monorail and came over to the Polynesian. And it is beautiful. I'm glad we're over here at night so that we can see the lights. We're going to the water. It is absolutely amazing with the tiki torches going and all the atmosphere. So we'll check out the Polynesian decorations. They've got the swags up and the tree. And decorations all at the check-in desk. And Mr. Tiki Man has poinsettias in his display rather than plumeria and other tropical flowers like he normally. Well, he actually has some bromeliads and things like that. So a little bit of tropical, but definitely added in the poinsettias for the holiday flair. So that's cute. And then the check-in desk over here, all decorated out. Aloha. And Mele Kalikimaka. We absolutely love this resort. It's probably our favorite here on Disney property because of the tropical feel and the Hawaiian aspect. We've really enjoyed going to Hawaii over the past couple of trips. So it definitely has some tropical aspects with the surfboard and the ukulele. And a lei. Very, very pretty. Excited to go back there next year. We hope you will join us for that. So that's going to wrap up our day and our tour of the Disney resorts and gingerbread houses. Just checking everything out for the Christmas holidays, and we hope you've had a good time with us. What was your favorite thing?
Oh, man. I don't know. Probably Fort Wilderness Lodge. I love the decorations there. I love the... originally, obviously, we are from the South Carolina. And it just reminds me of the Smoky Mountains and that kind of atmosphere and stuff. And that's probably mine. What about yours?
I would have to say I still like the original gingerbread house at Grand Floridian. I just love the smell when you walk in there, and the treats are so good. So glad we're able to try those. And we hope, again, that you had a good time coming with us, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Good night.
Bye.